Yeah. Yeah. Hold on just a second. What up, guys? PK here. Now you might be wondering, PK, what the hell are you doing? Well, you see, guys, I've made a revelation. See, I need to move up in the world. It's about damn time, right? So I thought to myself, use that big brain of yours. And I did. You see, YouTube has an algorithm, right? An algorithm that controls all of the content on YouTube and determines recommendations, which recommendations to show to which people. So I thought, algorithm, rhythm. Music has rhythm, right? Music has rhythm. But who likes music? Hippies. Hippies love music. But what else does hippies love? That's right, the environment. Hippies love the environment. And what does the environment affect the most? Ice. That's right, ice. And who lives on ice? Polar bears do. That's right, polar bears live on ice. This is a fact, okay, guys? This is science. Now, polar bears live on ice. So here's what I did. So I caught a polar bear last night, and I made this 1-to-1 anatomically identical and correct 1-to-100 size polar bear. Right? Completely identical. I caught it, and I didn't want to hurt the polar bear, right? So I caught it, and then I made this 1-to-100 scale anatomically correct model of a polar bear and its cub, right? But why? Why did I do this? This is the genius, right? So, algorithm, right? So, we've determined the link between algorithms and polar bears. So, by measuring the exact inclination, angle, if you will, with this plotter here, right? I can determine scientifically exactly which direction, see, which direction the algorithm will go. That way I can orientate my video in the exact same direction, maximize views, obtain profit, win life. Don't you see the genius, guys? Say hi to Bob.
Because I'm having a party.
ThePartyKnife, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔄𝔬𝒻.
Welcome.
What is up, guys? PK here, and in today's video, we are gonna be doing a bunch of random shit, or talking about a bunch of random shit, all very related random shit, at least more than those things I mentioned in the intro. No, for real though, in today's video we're gonna be looking at a bunch of gameplay clips that I've neatly edited together into a sort of sequence of different, there's a bunch of stuff there. There's some chaos waste kata clutching, there's some failures, there's some sort of funny in-betweens, there's some super short clips that sort of showcase a very narrow and specific thing you can improve at, a tip. There's a bunch of Onslaught Plus. There's even at the end an Onslaught². There's a bit of everything. There's just a bunch of clips that I didn't really have a context for, you know what I mean? That was just like, none of them made sense for a separate video. And once in a while you just accumulate a bunch of stuff where you're like, I really want to use all this stuff, but I don't know where to put it. And so that's when I make one of these videos. It's not the first one I've made. We've done this before. And yeah, hopefully you guys can learn something from my wins and my failures. So let's get to it. So to start this video off, we have a very short clip on a Chaos Waste Cataclysm. Now this is a super neat trick for controlling bosses that can be could have been done in many other contexts. Now the idea here is you all know how, at least hopefully if you've watched my videos, you know how to control a rat ogre, right? With the dodging back and forth. But there is a different method which works universally across all different bosses, except for the Stormfiend, I should mention, except for that, but all of the other bosses. And it looks way harder than it is, but for it to work properly, it also does require that your team notices it. Now, this is a mechanic that you can do both from below and from sort of being on top. And maybe you've seen it before. Let's watch.
You are not without fortitude, wizard. That ogre coming at us.
Now the key part here, right? The important thing is, because let's say that that I had aggroed and the rat ogre got pushed just a little bit out to the side, right? Then he would have walked around or he would have jumped up. The key here is to be close enough to the boss that it's that it wants to go straight at you, right? Because you're right in front of the boss when you obtain aggro. So you need to aggro the boss standing exactly above or exactly below. Because if you're too much to either side, then the boss is going to walk around in order to get at you. But when you're close enough and right above or right below the boss, if you take aggro at the exact correct time, then this will happen. And so if someone does that, it's a super easy way to get a quick boss kill. It does require some amount of timing and skill, so it's not easy. It's not always going to work, but it's a super neat trick, and it works in a bunch of different spots.
I could not get a shot off there.
Wow, I'm so bad. Next up here, we're gonna watch me die in the most hilarious way. I just wanted to include this one just because it was so funny. So I believe this is Onslaught or Onslaught Plus, or no, this was Onslaught². I think. Honestly, it is quite an old clip. As you can see, it's from before Chaos Waste. It's at the very least Onslaught Plus, possibly even Onslaught². Doesn't really matter that much for what's about to happen. So essentially, my fuck up is right here. I was too early with the bomb throw, and then I fucked up my dodge here. I thought I could hit it. What?
Oh! Well, that's a YouTube clip right there.
I just want to see the moment I get grabbed again.
What? Oh! Well, that's a YouTube clip right there.
It's like a reverse boss aggro of what I did.
Shut it, elf. I still have to read the book on that. So I got it on my shelf.
It's up here.
Now we're gonna watch 2 clutches from the same adventure, different games, but same run overall, and then a failure at the end.
I heard what you said there, but just so you know, your mic is very, very low, so it can be kind of hard if stuff is going on. Just so you know. There's a patrol up there.
Here, pad. Chaos pad.
Yep.
And the thing about this location is it's kind of difficult to get past the Chaos Patrol.
We're gonna have to fight it, so I'm gonna aggro it down.
Unless you wait for a really long time. But again, you know my philosophy when it comes to Chaos Waste. This is the first map.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's right in the beginning of the first map. So I'm like, let's just fucking kill it.
Oh fuck, I tried to get you with my ult.
It's a good test for the team, you know, if we can't get past a Chaos Patrol now, then we're unlikely to win anyways.
Yeah, no, I was pushed down on the bridge. On like the thinnest part of the ledge.
Split out so we don't get taken out by a single attack.
Important thing to note there. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is so close. It just out of range of all. I was kind of unlucky. Now, obviously, when you have no extra boons and 450 power here, it's gonna take a while to kill, right? Also, when there's both a Chaos Warrior and a Storm Vermin, you obviously want to kill the Storm Vermin first, since that's the quicker and easier kill, and they pose, roughly speaking, the same threat in terms of damage. Oh, I kind of fucked up a little bit here. Don't feel like my aim was on point there, which is gonna cost me later in terms of ammo. And you saw me drinking the potion there, even though I hadn't been downed. That's definitely the right call there. Again, when you have 2 people dead, being conservative about your health is not... Oof, that was a beautiful shot, if I may say so myself. Followed up by a bunch of not so beautiful shots, but nonetheless, I hit the air shot. Clean headshot. Yeah, I was trying to get a little bit of a bird's eye perspective on the specials. Now it's all about just finding those safe windows where you can take the time to aim. That was some poor shooting. Not gonna lie, not satisfied with that. Also, I should have taken more care with my ammo so I didn't run out completely. No one's perfect. So we're reduced to a melee situation here until we can ulti here. Also, you see that's...
You just don't have enough damage output to take it.
There we go, last one down. So what do you do now, right? You have one shot, which is your primary damage source. See here, I'm waiting for the Chaos Warriors to jump up so that I can get the maximum animation time. Also, that was a beautiful headshot, if I may say so, and a pretty important one. Now I'm about to meme a little bit, just because I could. By running in a funny way, looking straight up. I think a lot of people struggle with ladders and timing.
It's too scary.
If you want to get up a ladder as fast as possible, you want to jump first. That can sometimes be the difference between getting hit and not getting hit. I didn't want to bother fighting all this stuff. Again, if I had ammo here, I could have taken them out, but I had no ammo. Now, you always want to think about your resting situation before you start resting, which is what I'm about to do here. You see, I could have gone straight for the res here. Maybe I would have gotten it. But it also could have killed me, since I didn't have my ulti up. So essentially what I decided to do here was to be a little bit patient here. Get as many minions as possible up there.
No, it was intentional.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the first res here failed, but then I had my ulti ready.
Playing for my ulti.
I was hoping that I could have gotten it, the first one before using my ulti. So that way I could have gotten everyone up, but this was good enough for the situation. And again, you see, nothing too major. I think a lot of people, and I've said this many times, I know, overthink what to do in such a situation. They really overthink it. They either spend way too long trying to kill literally every single last minion in a situation where really you're just waiting for specials to spawn, right? Where it's like, it's simply not worth it to take everything out because I don't have the damage required. Perhaps if I'd had a bunch of boons there, then it would and ammo, then it wouldn't have been, you know, unreasonable to kill those 2 Chaos Warriors and such. But with no ammo on a Huntsman with 450 power, that would have been just like essentially just waiting for more specials to come at me, right?
Watch out, because towards the end of this map, there's usually a bunch of special traders and monks,
which is gonna come into play.
Usually a boss as well.
But really, all I did in that first was again as I've said many times, not fuck up, right? I took my time. I thought ahead of time. Like
the chest is right on the other side here.
before I made it to the rest situation, I already had a plan about
is
how
the
to get
chest?
the rest.
Sorry, Shannon.
There's still a couple spots that it can be in. Yeah, right here. It's here.
And that's it. If there is one mechanically super easy thing that like so few people actually utilize, it's that thing where you have the patience to
Prettiest
wait.
thing can ever be.
Right? Go atop a place, start blocking, gather all the
Also
minions
neutral.
so you can get past as many of them as possible. That is like, it's mechanically, it's not difficult at all.
Famous last words.
Fuck off. Oh, no, well, yeah.
Of course you need to first sort of recognize that that's what you need. You need to recognize a spot where you can do it, and so on and so forth. But it's really not
Right, Ogre as well, I believe.
that tricky to do when you give it a little bit of thought. And it can save your ass on so many occasions. Because again, it's so much harder to avoid
There's the
a
other
spread
boss.
out group of minions. So by just allowing all the primary elites to group up in one location, then jumping past them.
I didn't get time to get up.
Oh, I still wanted to kill the bosses at first, but then I realized, yeah, probably not gonna happen.
Bloody hell, where have they gone?
So here, decision making is everything. See, moving up here, waiting a little bit, boom. Now they all have that maximum animation distance that they have to move, giving me a huge advantage in terms of distance. It's like essentially giving me
There's the
a
end.
heads up. Whoops, almost got stuck there. And again, allowing me to not overthink it. Again, I didn't do anything amazing there. It was just
Bad timing on
good
the second
planning,
boss
a little bit of map knowledge, and just staying sort of level-headed, right? Now, of course, I started here. This is where things go wrong.
I hate this this modifier, not gonna lie.
I really do.
See, items spawn in there. Which is very interesting.
I feel like this was kind of unfair.
Don't get hooked. Thank you.
What a great piece of advice. Nailed the timing on the push. Also a little
Okay,
bit,
just start out by sending 2 fucking straight.
it's a bit too sporadic with my ulti there, though. I didn't trust that I had nailed the push timing, so I used my ulti at the same time and wasted a couple of seconds of ulti. Probably a second and a half. Here, I decided, okay, you know what? I didn't know that there were 3 gas rats.
Taking a piss a little bit.
That was more than I expected. And that was my mistake there. I actually thought I was gonna make
How
that.
does it send freaking 11 specials at me, like literally in the...
I actually counted. I said that in the moment. 11 specials was just the number that popped into my head. And it was actually precisely 11 specials. I counted. You're welcome to count if you want. Exactly 11 specials came between me and my team.
Also, what the fuck? Wait. Why is part of the map missing here? Guys, come over here. I think
This is
something
mostly
has gone
funny
terribly
clip.
wrong because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be like. Look at these textures. Am I the only one seeing this?
Yeah, I see this.
This is not a new clip. This was from when Chaos Wastes had, I think, like maybe a week after the official release.
Like, I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be walk straight out here. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Coming.
Like, what?
Curious now.
This is so weird. It's like part of the map hasn't loaded. And then
That's
like,
a joke. Look, we can go through.
what the hell's going on here?
Whoops.
Would ye want to be
Why do I feel like I'm suddenly just gonna drop dead
If so,
if I keep going this way?
What?
What?
You see
Oh wait,
that?
now I wanna. Okay, I'm coming. I'm on my way. that statement right there made me. Okay, I have to see this.
The inner siege camp, and then there's an invisible wall.
Oh yeah, holy shit! Look at that battering ram. God dang. Why isn't that the battering ram used on Warcamp? That would have maximum needed a single. That would have only needed a single trigger. That's for sure.
Look at this freaking thing. Wow.
So I create this thing and put it in a place where people can't reach it.
Good point.
Is
Yeah, I
it,
can't
is
even
it
see
physical?
it from like way over there.
Oh, it's physical. I actually didn't expect it to be.
There's an open door over there. Look at the texture of the castle.
Man, that's a pretty nice tower right there.
That is pretty good, yeah.
That is.
Yeah, but look at the stone texture behind it.
Oh, there's nothing behind it.
Look, it's not uncommon that you get
Oh,
this
we can
exact
see the
map
end of the map
variation.
Yeah.
Last I was on the map, the bug was still there.
Talk about an expedition.
Talk about an expedition.
Goes logic.
Why do I feel like we're never getting out of this crater if we go into it?
Chomp, chomp,
There's an invisible wall you can't.
chomp, chomp. I'm gonna try.
Look at the top right corner.
There we go.
Bye bye. And insta dead.
Did you actually? Oh.
Yeah, he tried.
Gas rat killed you.
Gas rat killed me.
What? Wait, what?
It's because the gas rat was the last minion to actually damage him.
Meters.
That's incredible.
I wonder what will happen with minions once they start.
Yeah.
Can they reach?
Hey, wait, let's see here. Okay, they're
Can they
coming down
reach
here.
you if
Let's
you go
see.
there?
I think they're gonna stop at some point if we keep moving backwards.
Just stop shooting him in the face. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I knew
There
it.
you go.
The reason I had that suspicion was
No,
primarily due
That's
to the way it works
amazing.
in Against the Grain.
Like a tide of water just splashed up against
I just
the
love
glass
how
wall. You know,
Like,
even if you
I love you,
blow them up,
Patrick, but I just think it's so funny how this ginormous hole in the map. and this wasn't the first time. Like after that, I started noticing, right? And I think it's like 1 out of 3 of all the map variations, or something like that. That's just a rough estimate of all the map variations on that map that has that just gaping hole in the side of the map where you can just like we didn't do any glitching to go out. We literally could just walk straight off the map. Yeah, it happens. I just thought it's funny.
Right.
So,
Good question.
honestly, that's
Not that far away.
that's the kind of thing that does not bother me at all. I just find it interesting. Okay, so a couple of things to note here.
Not far, just go down.
Obviously, map just started. Everyone's dead. I have one job. My job is to get to my teammates. Now, my friend Hisuma, he had gotten particularly insane boons on a Ranger veteran this run, right? So I actually, I remember I was really tired, but I actually, like, okay, I promise, I will try hard. We're not losing this game because of me, because he'd had insane luck, right? So I felt kind of bad for him if we were going to lose here. Now, here's the first mistake momentarily. You see, what I wanted to do here, and what I should be able to do, but wasn't able to do, due to those annoying invisible walls that are everywhere, which gives minions weird pathing, is I would have aggroed, again, same concept, as many minions as I possibly could. I would have waited for all of them to come up to me, before jumping down, clearing my path between me and my team. Unfortunately, due to the dual path, what happened as soon as the minions got aggro on me, was they all started running the path I was going, which was literally the worst thing that could possibly, but I didn't have enough patience, so I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. I jumped down. Now I'm about to misinterpret my movement speed in relation to that attack. Now that in turn screwed me over. That meant I had to use my ulti not to die here, which I preferably wanted to save for the actual rest. Same concept here.
Trying to get me first.
Fucked up last second. Here you really need to regen some stamina.
Now it's fine to die as long as I get the rest through. That's all that matters, right? So trying to get some distance between. Doing a perfect air straight here. Into a bouncy jump. And just managed to get him up. He has a shield. If you... no, man, leave me. Don't worry. I die, but he has an ulti. Oh no, a bomb, sorry. Not an ulti. He was playing engineer, not ranger. I'm just saying, but proper
Good
movement.
job.
Thank you. That was not as easy as it may have looked. It was just a matter of realizing, oh shit, no fuck ups now. Look at this, look at this. That was beautiful movement, okay? You can't tell me that wasn't beautiful movement, okay? It's a perfect air strafe.
This isn't over.
Now this was a fairly boring game, quick play from start to towards the end. But the end event here turned out particularly messy and fairly interesting. So again, one of those where originally I was recording for a whole, a map, a whole adventure sort of upload. But that's just not always, it's not always that I deem the run to be interesting enough for a variety of reasons, even though we win. But here I felt like the end event here was actually kind of interesting. I didn't have an amazing build, but it wasn't horrific either. I seem to recall that the run, sort of, my build was redeemed at the very end. I don't remember what my build is, if I'm being perfectly honest. So 2 people down, that was a Morgrim's bomb. Obviously trying to keep the Rat Ogre within the range of that. Now obviously the problem here is that it's the modifier of the map, right? Which means we either have to stick within that scepter, stay in range, or we're gonna lose HP. Drank a quick pot here, decided to stick with the banner that we had, which someone bought and placed. Now when that wind was introduced, that forced us out of position, right? There was, I couldn't kill the Stormer, and it forced me out of position, right? And by the time I was forced out of position, it would not have been a good idea to stick around, right? I had a call to make there, and the faster I got the res in, the better, because all I would really do by sticking around is sort of hope that I can outlast the whirlwind and get back to the banner, and like, it just didn't seem viable, right? So I took a risk here and decided that I was just gonna run straight for the res. That was successful. Meanwhile, the Grail Knight ran around and aggroed the bus this way. And we could slowly make our way back to our banner. And all was good in the hood. I was about staying within range here so I could get some of my maximum HP back. Put the strength pot in, then the ulti, allowing me to deal maximum damage here in a single burst, getting the troll really low, really fast. Only just made it out there. Also, this Blightstormer was killed. Again, it's always important to burst trolls down fast in the early stages, or not at all. You might as well, you should either ignore the troll and fight everything else, or if you're gonna try to damage the troll, then you need to get in that damage while it's down in its animation. At least capping the amount it can rest afterwards. And that was pretty much it. Yeah, nothing too fancy. And we killed those, and that was about it. Woo! This was the score in case you were curious. Again, I seem to recall that I just had a horrific build for most of the run, but then finally at the end, it lightened up.
Monks, I guess.
Shitload of everything behind us. Oh yeah, this is an old Onslaught Plus attempt from me, actor 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡, on the Blight Reaper, and 2 interesting clips from the run.
Survive, okay, that's reasonable.
Oh yeah, that was way too early to use that.
I have infinite bombs.
What do you mean? You have infinite bombs?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I was so focused that in the moment I could... Yes, but that was... Oh, yeah, okay, I see.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Combat on me. Healing too.
That's probably my favorite map. This and Fort Braxtonbrugge, those are my 2 favorite maps, and I absolutely love playing Onslaught on this map. It's so intense from start to finish. There's never a dull Onslaught game on this map. Barrel plays.
Okay, you good?
It's fine, good.
Alive.
But thanks for asking, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡.
That's what I do best.
I fucked up there.
Too much crap.
For a moment I was fumbling between my staff and not getting my R in. That almost killed me. Back into where we came from.
Behind you, Ben.
Just making sure that he knows where I was going.
Damn it!
Go for reses.
See, now things are not looking good for me. No. Almost got stuck there. Oh, that was close. Ooh. Gap is closing. Ooh. I was so close, but it's not over yet. I did cut up the first part of the running, but 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡 meanwhile,
you're over there. Okay.
at the sort of command of 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡, had started running forward and going for the res. I immediately just get hit like a moron. Coming to you. I said I'm coming to you.
Oh, good right.
Just trying to move past here. Not a lot of room. Just double checking that nothing was coming in my back here. Got the assassin. Okay, normally I'd have to worry. What? I swapped. Oh. Wait, let me just rewatch that.
That was a bad idea.
Dude, no. So I feel like that looked a little bit sketchy on the range of that Chaos Warrior attack. Maybe it was just me. What? I swapped. Oh. I don't feel like that. I mean, it was obviously within his hitbox, but I don't feel like it should have been. Those forward moving animations sometimes. Sick, I could have blocked that, but it did not look like that attack was gonna hit and connect. Now the reason I'm not moving forward here, I'm trying to stall for as long as possible. And the reason I'm trying to stall, first of all, I'm trying to do what you said, what I said earlier, and sort of collect all the minions. But I also want them to spawn as close as possible, right? If I just rush ahead, maybe they'll spawn even further ahead, meaning there'll be even more territory, treacherous territory with potential triggers that I will then have to cover. And there's more room down here to sort of move in a circle, so I thought that was my better option. Here I had to run straight for the... and there was no time to fumble there with that jump. That could have screwed me over, so I couldn't have gotten up the ladder.
There's another ship.
Again, instead of rushing straight for the rest, you always want to assess the situation. Now, normally I would not have used that 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡 there if it hadn't been Onslaught Plus. I just decided, you know what? Not optimal conditions.
Never mind.
I should have potentially just not have done that.
Go the gameplay here.
But it's always hard to say in the moment if will he make it or not. So actually that was a horrific use of a 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡. I pretty much wasted the 𝒮𝔮𝔤𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔮𝔥. Not entirely, but almost. But you know, things don't always go according to plan. So you need to formulate a new one in the midst of the chaos.
No!
I wasn't sure if I was gonna time that. That was Gefühl, as they would say in German. It was just a reaction, hoping for the best. Have my ulti. Again, I would not have gone for that rest if I hadn't had my ulti, because you never know. Always want to make sure you have that ready in case you need it for the rest. Otherwise, it's always better to do another circle and have your ulti when you do the rest than risk fucking up the rest, potentially killing you, losing the game, right? So obviously here we would like to regroup to some extent, but again, that's easier said than done. From time to time. Still had a troll to worry about.
Fuck the fire.
Now, I feel like this is BS. Okay, it's not the strengthler. I'm about to die to a minion that's gonna drop down. It's yeah, I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so like, in my mind, see left side clear, right? See that minion there? That's not the minion. It's one behind. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, right? The reason I felt like that was BS. Okay, keep an eye up here. Keep an eye up here, right? Like, this has been so unlucky timing, right? That killed me. So unlucky timing. You see, no minion. In my mind, no minion. No minion. I don't know if he had jumped over or like, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like that was really unlucky timing.
What?
Really, it could just have been a matter of, you know, the viewing angle and the timings being such that that he just missed my field of view at all times. I think that's probably what happened. A little bit unlucky.
To the 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔤𝔥
Welcome, Mark Saints, to the 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔥 squad.
I mean, that was a fun game.
Run, dwarf, run!
Oof. Oof. You went through. Leech.
Oh, I'm
Assassin too.
Okay, it's coming right there, No!
Oof, I was also unlucky, right? That's not where you're looking when you hear an assassin.
You should arrest me instead, but it was a nice try.
Wrong one, yes.
Totally fair, again. As I told him after, but it was a stressful situation, to be fair. Yeah, I know, it's okay.
Like, it was the rest of the situation for me since we started.
Yeah, exactly. it's only normal that you go
I
for
know
the first.
feeling of being that who the rest of that you know, you just pick the closest, right?
But it is worth noting, just in general, no blame here. I have made that mistake on numerous occasions, but it can be, assuming you have the extra capacity to think about it before you do it, then it can definitely be worth it to keep in mind, who do I res such that that person is most likely, especially if you know you're gonna just get the res, right? You're gonna get the res and no more, right? You're gonna get there, you're gonna get the res, and then the site is overwhelmed. Like, then it's a really good idea to just consider, okay, do I grab the sort of the ranger veteran line right there, or do I move the 5 extra meters and grab the shade or handmaiden, or is there an iron breaker, or like that can definitely be worth it. You don't necessarily have to just go for the first, especially depending on their ultimate cooldowns. They're not always going to be fully up, but in most cases they are. So you want to think about their ultimate ability, which one is going to have the best chances of survival, and to sort of to rest the next person, right?
Oh shit.
We're both on the right side.
Now, I just have to mention here, this is sort of, what do you call it, baptism by fire. Now, my good friend from Denmark, also, 𝒮𝔄𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡, shout out. Let me just put something into context. At the time of this recording, I believe he had been playing this game for something like a month maybe. A month at most. Like, I should have been tryharding for that month, right? But we're talking, he was playing Legend, right? He was not even comfortable on Cataclysm yet, right? He had never tried Onslaught or Deathwish. And the first time we pull him to the modded realm, I made the decision that we should just go straight for Onslaught². Why? Because we're sadomasochists. And we like pain. Because pain.
Oh no.
I think he did really well, all things considered. But after a couple of games, I also he wasn't enjoying himself, which is understandable. You know, that's a lot of dying. But it helps you become a man.
There's an assassin coming to you.
Yeah. And that's all for me.
Well, as he said, after playing this, you know, Legend, what's breeze? It was nothing.
That's in here with me.
Also, I just had a great idea,
I'm glad you take one for the team, my friend.
which I will tell you about in the outro. But it involves a viewer playing event and giveaways.
Dying
Great idea.
Yeah, there's a troll too.
Oh god. And you guys are lying in like the worst possible place. That's a dead end.
I'm not sure if we can get out.
Me neither. But I have a full double ulti to give you space. Get up the ladder if you can. No, I died the moment.
It's a good res act.
Okay,
No, I can't get to the ladder. I can't.
I literally can't do anything here.
Oh shit.
The reason I included this clip was really just to show you guys the brutality and a little bit about this is a good, this is great practice, even if you don't win. Like, this is great practice, trust me. And so much respect for 𝒮𝔄𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮 for sticking with us for a couple of hours.
What? That wasn't a hit. What are you talking about?
Actually, looking back, how the hell did that hit me?
Yeah, talk quick one. You get to the loop if you can.
Oh, what? That wasn't a hit.
That was such
What are you
BS.
talking about?
But regardless,
The fuck
so much respect for him sticking by it and just continuously trying,
Get up the
not
ladder.
complaining.
What the hell?
Okay,
just because it's a safer way to actually.
Okay, troll on me, troll on me.
Okay, we need to kill the Minotaur first. That's the first priority. And it was a great rest done by Acta earlier. Oh fuck.
Hey, I'm ulting.
Good survival there on Cryptic as well.
Oh, I can't get it, sorry.
No, I tried to dodge it.
I hate it when it does that teleport move. Oh shit. Couldn't get him up there, unfortunately. When you just hear that sound, that Minotaur charging. Oh, that is a lot of Chaos Warriors. Oh, this is before Chaos Wastes. Oh fuck! I couldn't even spot it. Look at the Minotaur. Look what it's about to do. It's gonna teleport now. Look.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's one of those places where minion movement. Hi Minotaur. Wanna be friends? What? What the fuck? Oh no. Now it's going for me. Oh no. Can I make it? I made it. Whew. I wasn't sure. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. This oh, is shit. just. It's just such a long tribulation of like moments where and that's the thing. When you've done this for a couple of hours, then trust me,
Okay,
Legend will never feel the same again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hello, troll.
I can warmly recommend Onslaught². It makes Onslaught+ look like Onslaught² makes Onslaught+ look like shit. Low for so long. I don't know. I don't know what the relation of the values are, but we had another map, Empire in Flames, where that minion type that's not in the actual game that shoots hail scourge spells, they were just spawning throughout the whole map, like continuously, never ending leeches that shot AoE spells, just 24/7, just all over the place.
Light of science. Not that one.
Here we took an easy map because again, this was his first time playing.
And you don't even know it.
Playing anything higher than Legend. I think he maybe had tried Kata once or twice, but he was by no means used to playing even Kata. Yes. And we dragged him straight into this. Oh shit, I'm so dead. Oh fuck. I timed that completely wrong. Damn it. Although I'm proud of my movement. I think it went fairly well. Yeah, I feel like I kept it going for a fairly long time.
I'm gonna request we put it down to Onslaught Plus.
That's so easy. Alright.
Onslaught in and of itself is already a big step.
Yeah, we should probably have a more... I'm gonna request that we downgrade to Onslaught Plus, because I just think about it. Guys, can we please just restrain it to Onslaught Plus? He said, having barely even played Cataclysm. Sort of what you say, more experienced team. For oh, what a gem! What a gem! Just because I love cinematicism. Let's just try Blight Reaper real quick, and when it fails, what a great rest! What a great rest! And what I love that you don't give up. That's the best part. I love the spirits of like, nope, I'm gonna fucking try to get him back off. Like that's what's so great about it. Exactly. He tried, didn't stop trying. It's that it doesn't matter that it looks like we have no chance. It doesn't matter that there's 1 or 2 people alive and we're trapped behind the wall and there's so many minions you don't even know where to start. Doesn't matter. You never give up. That is that's what it's all about. Never give up. Never surrender.
But yeah, I'm turning it down to plus at least because this is.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I understand. Oh, glorious memories. Anyways, that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, I was thinking, hear me out here, okay? Because we're about to reach 1,000 members on our Discord server. And I wanted to celebrate because our Discord community is people I hang out with every day. They're a huge part of my daily life, daily routine. There are so many amazing people in there. And a little bit delayed, but better late than never, I received 5 DLC keys from Fatshark. 5 DLC weapon keys, right? So for all of the new DLC weapons to do as giveaways. And I was thinking it's been a long ass time since we did both a viewer PvP event and like just in general a viewer event, right? Sometime this weekend at a time which I will determine and write in the pinned comment later today. But I was thinking we're going to do another viewer event. We're going to do both a PvP event, but I was also thinking we could do the new Chaos Wastes mod, which is essentially Onslaught in the Chaos Wastes. Now, this mod does a bunch of things. It obviously it implements a bunch of the Onslaught sort of removement of restrictions to spawns in the Chaos Wastes, but it does more than that. For example, chests of trials. They may spawn 1 boss. They can also spawn 2 bosses. But they can also spawn 4 bosses. But they can also spawn lords. Right? So you may roll Botvar out of one of these chests of trials. But we had one run where the first chest, right in the beginning, 4 bosses. 450 power, straight in the beginning, just 1 of each boss. Like, bruh. And we just wiped straight in the beginning. But I was thinking we could do some teams with viewers where we run through with this mod. 3 viewers and myself live on stream, and we could do one of these runs. And if we win, if we beat the Chaos Wastes, then I'd give away the 3 keys to the 3 participants. Or we could, like, whatever you guys want, really. Like, I want to give them to people who actually need them. So if you guys have a better idea, I'm all ears. It was just a thought. We could also do the PvP event thing, where, you know, we have like 10, 20 maybe even, engineers all in the arena of Fortunes of War. And then it's just a free-for-all PvP. Or we could even do teams. So more planning coming soon. It was sort of spontaneous in the moment here. That's how I like to do things. But I will do planning, and we'll do some sort of sign-ups on the server, have all neat times and stuff, and then we'll do a live stream this weekend with the event. Anyways, I don't want to waste any more of your time, guys. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Become member today down below if you want to. Don't forget to measure the head of 𝒮𝔞𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔞 if you want to learn the secrets of YouTube algorithm. And as always, I love you guys. Stay awesome. Peace out.